Here's how I started. You guys know how much of an animal lover I am, so I decided to add a little section showcasing the wonderful animals within the Midwest. I'm also hoping to expand the research throughout the US. This will be a weekly basis. This week, I visited many animal sanctuaries and shelters around the state of Indiana. My ultimate goal is to showcase how animals are being treated and also how many people are willing to step to the plate and take care of these animals. I'm going to zoos, shelters, sanctuaries, daycares, parks, aquariums, pet stores, and also the wild itself. You name it. We are showing both the good and the bad. Let's play it right here. Hello, this is your host David Hayes, and welcome to The Breakthrough. One of the places I visited was Downtown Doggy in Indianapolis, Indiana. Just to give a little background, Downtown Doggy was founded in 2004 by Aaron and Jody. According to the website, in the About You section, Jody started training dogs as a teenager, raising 2 puppies. During her high school years, she followed her love for dogs and worked at a dog boarding facility in Indianapolis. Aaron's experience in dog handling began in 2001 at a boarding kennel in southern Illinois. Then deciding to make this a career, Aaron and Jody attended dog training school to become professional dog trainers. Aaron and Jody have been certified to train dogs in beginning and advanced obedience, agility, tracking, narcotics detection, and personal protection work.
In the mornings we come in, we start taking care of all of the dogs that are boarding with us, take them outside, let them go to the bathroom, give them their breakfast, clean up their room, and then put them into daycare where they get to run around with the other dogs. That's kind of one end of the day. The other part is doggy daycare. So we have dogs being dropped off in the morning for doggy daycare. They get to come in, we check them in, we make sure that we know all of their information, what's going on with them, and then put them out into group where they can play with the other dogs. We also have grooming dogs that are coming in to get baths or grooming, as well as dogs that come in for training stays and private lessons. It kind of depends on the day, but we have about 60 rooms, so we can board 60 plus dogs depending on if they have another sibling or not. Most of them, it's usually just one dog, but some families have 2, some families have 3 dogs. But on a full busy weekend, we usually have around 60 to 80 dogs boarding with us. And then doggy daycare depends on the day as well. But I would say on average for daycare, we average about 80 to 90 dogs a day for daycare. Pros, it's so wonderful to see the dogs and how much fun they have. And I love seeing them come here and they run down the hallway and they know exactly where they're going to go and they get all excited to go in and see their friends. So that's really rewarding. It's also rewarding, just watching the dogs grow. Some dogs are a little shy in the beginning. They get more comfortable every day they come. It's fun to see their confidence getting built. Cons, I would say it's hard to figure out a good setup because you have to have different areas. You don't want to have all of the dogs in the same area because sometimes dogs do better with smaller groups or sometimes puppies do better with puppies. And not get too overwhelmed being with a big group of different sizes of dogs. So being able to separate them is good. And let's see. But yeah, it's just a lot of hard work. It's long days. It's a lot of being on your feet. A lot of people think sometimes, oh, it's fun to just go in and play with puppies, but really it's a lot of hard work. That takes, some patience as well.
Beth is another person I have spoken to who is also one of the managers at this facility.
I am the manager of Downtown Doggy. I love it when I get to go out and to group and check in with the dogs, check in with the staff, make sure everyone's getting along. It's nice to see the more shy dogs come out of their shell. That transition is really fun to see, have them gain confidence, seeing the dogs. In another life, I was a theater major and working in music theater, and to supplement income, I got my first dog job. That was like 20 years ago now, and just kind of fell in love and have been doing it ever since. Oh yeah, so they have to do a profile online first, just so that we know that all their vaccinations are up to date. And then we schedule a temperament test. We take new dogs Monday through Thursday by appointment. And that temperament test is just introducing them slowly to group, making sure they are comfortable, we're comfortable, and they are a good candidate to play with.
As you see, this facility is kept up to date. The animals are well taken care of, and also the dog attendants are steady hydrated. Let's see what some of the workers have to say. How long have you been here?
I've been here for about 2 months, and I'm currently liking it so far. Yeah.
What made you want to get into this?
Honestly, I've loved the animals since like a young age, and I honestly just love taking care of animals. It's a pretty fun job, I can't lie. But my main reason would just be because I like to connect with dogs, really, and they're pretty awesome. They're chill, they're looking better than people. But that's just my opinion.
It's a place where you bring your dog to socialize and get some exercise.
So I come here a little later. So I come in, about like 5 or 6 people in the room. We take care of all the dogs, make sure they don't fight, make sure they don't, have seizures or anything. So, make sure they're okay. And then some of us do have here in the back. We'll go, we have to turn out, we'll have tests like make sure dogs fed, walk, stuff like that.
Great dog, can you help them? So you basically do the bathing and like how does the process work? Just wrap them on the biscuit on the back, do their nails real quick, then they go, and then if they need blow dried out, then I'll blow dry them, or if not, I'll send them to the kennel dryer and sell it back, and then put the box and sell it back.
Other than that, we do cleaning, taking care of the back and the daycare like throughout the day, and then we change the mop buckets and do that sort of thing. But it's really just watching dogs and cleaning.
My favorite part of the day is when I first come in. When I first come in, like all the dogs come and greet me, and that makes my day a whole lot better because I work at another job, and sometimes at that job like I have a bad day. I come in and it's like there's so much positive energy, positive people. And that's what.
So say if a dog were to get overly aggressive, what happens? What do you guys do in those type of situations?
The first step would be to separate them as quickly as possible and get them out of the room. Fights do not happen very often because of the temperament testing we talked about earlier, but they do happen, and we separate them and get them to a safe place as quickly as possible.
So what is the maximum capacity for this type of facility?
I would say 100 to 130 dogs. The rule is 20 dogs per person.
And do you guys separate the dogs by gender, or how do you guys do this?
No, we separate by size and temperament. Temperament is the key. Some of our littles like being out with the big dogs. It just depends on what is safest for the day.
A lot of times when I get to daycare, they're really chill, and then like when I come in, they get real hyper, and then they a lot of times around like 2 or 3, they start to like get a little like kind of like start to get sleepy, go a little bit, and then like when they hear the walking, that's when they know it's time to go home. So everybody just get wild and get sleepy. My favorite dogs, like you need like my favorite breed, or like do I have a I don't know, dogs go to the most. I say like baskets, because I got a basset at home, so like. And I feel like they sense that I have a passion, so all love me the same. I love them, so like that's why like they chose me.
You can follow my TikTok, Rob2Trill. That's Rob T-O-O Trill, T-R-I-L-L.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and tune in to next week's episode.